Let's cross over to Abuja, where Femi Akande, our correspondent, is there to let us know what the level of preparation. We'll also be speaking with Ayodele Adewale, one of the APC members who is also there in Abuja. So we get to know the level of preparation. Femi, it's good to have you join us right now. What is the level of preparation now? And talk to us about accreditation and so on.
Well, Mike, good morning. Preparations are ongoing here. We have seen the APC Convention Planning Committee trying to dust up their I's and cross up their T's. We have seen them go around the venue, doing their last-minute checks to be sure that everything is in place. The voting area has already been prepared. Designated sitting areas for delegates have also been prepared. At each state's or delegates from each state would already know where they are going to sit. But you know, at the International Conference Center where the accreditation of delegates is expected to take place, that activity is yet to start. But we are hearing that it will start later in the day. After the delegates are accredited, a bus will convey them down here to the Eagle Square, where they will then make their way to their designated sitting areas and await the commencement of the APC Special Convention. That is the presidential primary of the All Progressives Congress. Well, planning already is ongoing. Politicians, party stakeholders are also doing their own planning behind the scene. Horse trading negotiations is also ongoing as we speak. But we expect the president to come here later in the day. He's also expected to address the party, the delegates that will be here. We're expecting a speech from the president as the leader of the party. We expect the president will be telling them to vote their conscience. We already saw that statement from the president yesterday saying that he does not have an anointed candidate. We expect that he's going to reiterate that to the delegates today and again ask them to go ahead and vote their conscience, to vote for someone who will be a formidable candidate and can square up against Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party. All eyes is on the All Progressives Congress to see how this whole presidential primary election will pan out. Mike?
Now, Akande, do you get a sense that with the horse trading going along in the capital city, that they are actually conscious of the fact that the person that will pick today should be able to match or outmatch PDP's candidate Atiku Abubakar?
Yes, that's the main concern for the stakeholders here. They are worried about the whole horse trading and all of that, but they are making efforts to ensure that whoever emerges, whoever they pick as the party's candidate will be one that is acceptable by the party, popular across the length and breadth of the country, and competent enough to stand against Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party. That is also the directive the president gave them. You know, he said that they should consult, build consensus and come up with a formidable candidate. And that is why the governors of the All Progressives Congress are not leaving anything to chance. We saw their meeting yesterday. The Northern APC governors yesterday had a meeting with President Buhari, where they specifically told him that they would want the ticket of the party to be zoned to the south, and they also wish that whoever emerges from the south will be that formidable candidate that the president hopes to see emerge. Someone who can square up against Atiku Abubakar. We saw the governors again met at the secretariat, the national secretariat of the party yesterday. That meeting did not hold because the chairman was absent, and then they moved that meeting to the residence of the chairman to also make their position known that whoever emerges must be somebody acceptable by everyone in the party, not just the national chairman's preferred candidate, but somebody who can win election, a sellable candidate, somebody who can get votes for the party across the length and breadth of the country.
Speak to us, Femi, about how Senator Adamu's personality, or how the party what members are expecting from Senator Adamu. There's been calls now going by reports emanating yesterday about calling for his resignation, about a fake delegates list also said to be circulated. You know, the mandate that the chairman has to, you know, make sure that the convention of today is successful.
Yes, you know, we are hearing those calls for the chairman's resignation, but we do not think now the APC would want to be distracted by all of that. What they are just ensuring that, what they just want to ensure is that the chairman and indeed the leadership of the party is kept on track. Their eyes are on the ball ahead of the primary election. You know, but you know, the statement coming from Senator Abdullahi Adamu put his neutrality in doubt. A lot of people expected him to be neutral in all of these and just ensure that he steers the affairs of the party to throw up a candidate that will be formidable, a candidate that would have emerged on the popular mandate of the delegates here at the Special National Convention. Well, discussions are still ongoing. We also saw the National Organizing Secretary of the All Progressives Congress and indeed other members of the National Working Committee distance themselves from the statement of Senator Abdullahi Adamu saying that Senator Ahmed Lawan is the party's consensus candidate. They say that is his personal opinion because the president specifically told the northern APC governors that he does not have an anointed candidate, and the presidency even went further to issue a statement signed by the Senior Special Assistant on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, saying that the president does not have an anointed one. He doesn't have a preference for any of the aspirants. They should all be allowed to go into the ring, and the best man among them should emerge. Well, it remains to be seen how all of these would pan out, but you know, everyone is on their toes. No one is leaving anything to chance. Senator Abdullahi Adamu is also under intense pressure as we speak because, you know, he must ensure that this whole national convention is successful and indeed everyone is carried along, and it's a convention that they would accept as credible, free and fair. That is one important thing because the APC would need to be united. We need to stand together as one strong political party if indeed they would be able to challenge the People's Democratic Party at the big election next year.
All right. Femi, before I let you go, let me talk to you about or ask questions around the issue of a dollar reign. During the PDP convention, you were there with other colleagues of ours, and there was so much rain of the dollars that there was flooding all over the place when it comes to dollar flooding, to the level where it attracted EFCC operatives in the floor of the convention. I wonder what you're hearing regarding this coming convention, because it is expected from what we're hearing that, of course, this is the ruling party, maybe more dollars will rain to the level where it might cause a tsunami, a dollar tsunami. But what are you hearing regarding efforts to try to ensure that this doesn't happen, as the case may be?
Well, Mike, you know, money continues to play a significant role in Nigeria's politics. The APC is not different from the PDP. We understand that some people will tell you that a lot of delegates have been financially induced to vote for certain candidates. But, you know, we do not expect to see the kind of or what we saw during the PDP National Convention, where the EFCC came in and moved around, searched some bags and all of that. You know, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces will be attending this event, so we expect a level of decorum around here. All of that would have been taken care of. Any financial transaction would have been done behind the scene. We do not expect to see money changing hands here at the venue of the Special Convention of the All Progressives Congress. But of course, the lobbying, politicking and horse trading will continue. But for the money, all of that will happen behind the scene, Mike.
Let me also ask about the impact of Senator Kenan Amani's withdrawal from the race. How is that likely to impact on how the votes will swing today?
Well, it's really hard to tell the level or the kind of impact it would have on how the vote will swing. But, you know, he's from the southeast, and it is expected that certain delegates from the southeast would want to vote for Senator Ken Olamani. Well, that would put some votes in the southeast up for grabs. Some of the delegates of the southeast would have to reconsider their options, look among the available candidates to see in whose favor they would cast their ballot. But we'll still have the former Minister of Science and Technology, Ogbonnaya Onu, still in the race from the southeast region of the country. We also have the former Minister of State for Education, Emeka Onwa-Juba. He's also still in the race from the southeast part of the country. So it may not have a huge impact on the outcome of the election, because, you know, even states in the southeast are not, if you look at the number of delegates coming from the southeast, they are not as high as those we expect from the northern parts of the country, especially states like Kano State, Katsina State, with a high number of delegates. The southeast, some of the states in the southeast just have about 40 delegates, some 30, some 50. But states like Kano have a huge number of delegates, with the northwest region having about 500 and more than 500 delegates that will vote. But the southeast just have a little over 300 delegates. So it would not have a significant impact on the outcome of these polls. But of course, it's going to throw up some votes for grabs here at the special convention. Kenny.
Okay. I wonder if the point there is, of course, we're still waiting to see how these things pan out. And when it comes to the surprises where more candidates will be maybe withdrawing or stepping down for others, are you hearing anything in that regard?
Well, there's a probability that that will happen. We are hearing that some of the aspirants are waiting until the last minute after they have exhausted all options. They might begin to throw in the towel. We have already seen the position of the northern governors elected on the platform of the All Progressives Congress, asking all other northern aspirants to withdraw from the race and allow only aspirants from the south to remain in the contest. So that expressly means that any other northern aspirant in the race will not or might not get the backing of the northern governors, who are also a very powerful bloc within the All Progressives Congress. So far, Senator Ahmed Lawan from the northeast, a northerner, is still in the race. Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State is still in the race. We do not know if they will still want to go ahead with the contest and risking the support of governors from their region, or at the dire minute, they might just pull out of the contest. You know, it's politics. Anything can happen. We can only guess, keep our fingers crossed, and watch as developments unfold, Mike.
All right. Thank you very much, Femi Akande, for bringing us up to speed with all of this insight into what to expect today. Thank you very much.